Well, the debate over the voice to Parliament is exposing the great divide that exists in Aboriginal Australia. On the one hand, we have Indigenous Australians experiencing genuine disadvantage in remote and regional communities, poverty, domestic violence, unchecked child sexual abuse, poor services and poor outcomes. On the other hand, we have self-serving and self-loathing elites with a vested financial interest in entrenching this disadvantage. The real problem is not a lack of taxpayers' monies. The real problem is the lack of the will to act. The elites will not act effectively because they do not want to derail their gravy train. They are exploiting the truly powerless for their own agenda. They hate the skin they're in and have contempt for the people they claim to represent. Rather than accept responsibility for their own deliberate failures, they blame non-Indigenous Australians. Sexual abuse of children in remote communities is not blamed on the perpetrators of the abuse, as happens in the rest of Australia, but on the white fella. These elites, like Thomas Mayo, Senator Lydia Thorpe, Noel Pearson and Marcia Langdon, to name a few, spew hatred for the white fella. They need to take a good long look in the mirror. All Australians need to understand the voice will not empower the genuinely disadvantaged Indigenous people we want to help.
Please resume your seat, Senator Hanson. Senator Ayres.
I know that it's not within the standing orders to deal with the content of what is a pretty hateful contribution, but there was, at the very least, a negative reflection on at least one senator, and I'd ask that that be withdrawn.
Senator Scarr, on a point of order.
Just on the point of order, Deputy Madam President, I don't think that was a legitimate point of order.
Thank you. Senator Ayres.
And that shouldn't happen.
Thank you. I will remind senators not to reflect on other senators in this place, and I will ask you to mind that and heed that, Senator Hanson, if you would care to finish your contribution now.
Thank you. They need to take a good long look in the mirror. All Australians need to understand the voice will not empower the genuinely disadvantaged Indigenous people we want to help. It will not stop the crime, the sexual abuse or the poverty in remote communities like Dumagin, Arakoon or Hopevale. It will only empower the self-serving and self-loathing elites who deny their people the agency and assistance they truly deserve. Vote no.